hypersensitivity. And what do you ask is hypersensitivity to me? Hypersensitivities can range from anything from medications to too much sugar to products like soaps and chemicals. By medications, I mean a side effect that is considered super rare. When you read like the directions and warnings, I get the majority of them. And there was a time in my life where I ended up in the hospital when the medication was meant to improve my depression. Luckily, my mum only gave me half of the dose the doctor said to do, as I was in a very bad way. My airways closed up and I couldn't breathe. The hospital said I reacted really bad to it, and eventually it passed. I don't think it would have ended well if I had the dosage I was meant to have. I had a really serious side effect when I took a medication that was meant to get rid of pneumonia, and even medications that were meant to get rid of infections. Hypersensitivity for me was the biggest challenge because I got really sick. I got that breathing problem again. There were times that I couldn't stay conscious. It got that severe for the side effects. So I avoid medications now. I avoid antibiotics because I just don't think they work for me. When I get really sick, I pray that I get better. The other hypersensitivity is sugar. So for anyone, like kids for example, you get this sugar rush, right? Well, for me, I get really sick. I used to get a sugar rush, I won't lie. As I got older, I started getting very sick. I got stomach aches, I got tiredness, I got mood swings. I do still eat sweets, I won't lie. It's because I really like sweet things. Another hypersensitivity I have is to products like soaps and chemicals. I was working in a kitchen as a kitchen hand last year and I reacted severely to the dishwashing soap. I got severe rashes to the point that the doctor said I got something called contact dermatitis. I didn't even know I could get that because I already had eczema, so I didn't think I could get another skin problem on top of eczema, but I did. Once I stopped using that dishwashing soap and I wasn't at that job any longer due to health problems, the dermatitis wouldn't go away. I had to try creams, and unfortunately, due to the hypersensitivity, it made the rashes bigger, it made the itchiness worse, and it made the tiredness heavier because I don't know why. Even creams made me tired. I think it's honestly to do with the autism in my brain. It doesn't allow medications and things to come into my body without any problems. Chemical wise, so like when I'm cleaning up, I used to use Ajax and Mr. Muscle and stuff like that. Now I can't use it because my contact dermatitis set off. I started having shortness of breath. All sorts of crazy side effects occurred. So I use Earthwise. I use Earthwise now when I clean up the rental, and I don't have any issues with my skin. My mum got me ice cream and I don't think the scooper was clean. It still had peanuts on it. I started going into a severe allergic reaction. I rashed up all over my body, my throat shut. I couldn't even tell my mum my throat shut, but she could immediately see in my eyes because didn't have sunglasses on. I had a severe reaction to the peanuts, even though it wasn't the whole ice cream. It was just the peanut. They must have had a peanut ice cream beforehand with another customer. It was quite shocking how hypersensitive I became. And at that point in time, we realized it must be my autism. When I used to be mobile and I could walk around freely, because I can't now, I went into this grass with my nana. This was years ago. We didn't know what happened. My legs looked really severely burned. I reacted to the grass. I can't say it's normal to react to grass because it really isn't. I have to avoid certain grasses, as weird as that sounds. Otherwise, I get burn-like reactions. It goes on for days. It's not a one-day thing. It goes away. It's like sunburn, but worse. After I had head injuries, I became very sensitive to noise. It actually angered me. It irritated me. Before the concussions, I did have hypersensitivity to loud noises, but it wasn't as severe. So now I can hear really loud for a washing machine. I can hear it really clearly, even if the door's shut. So, and because I don't like loud noises originally, the concussions made it 10 times worse. So, another hypersensitivity for me is when people fiddle. They fiddle with objects, even though I know that I do the same thing. When I see someone else fiddle with things, my hypersensitivity level goes up. I get angered, I get upset, I tell them to stop, and they don't know why, because they think, oh wow, she's fiddling with something with her autism and stimming. But it upsets me when I see others doing it. The reason why I wanted to go into that topic is it affects me very much in my life, because I get sick often, and it's because I have an immune problem called Graves' disease, if you've heard of that one. Basically making my immune system very, very low. It seems to hit me unfortunately, because of the hypersensitivity. Doctors do give me meds, I just react severely. I just accept it. I get really bad rashes if I have too many apples. I don't know if others have it. I used to be fine with apples, that's the funniest thing, but if I ate more than one a day, I got another rash. I got rashes all over. It was horrid. When I had a bath, it was agonizing pains. I had one a day and I realized I was getting more rashes, and I realized, oh dear, I only have them very little now, unfortunately, and they're my favorite fruits ever, so it really sucks. Hypersensitivity can be problematic in my life. I just saying what hypersensitivity is to me, because for other people with autism or people that aren't autistic, it could be an interesting insight to how autistic people can live. We want to do things more. We want to eat different things. For me, I can't have all the cuisines. I want to because I'm a chef. I'm a foodie at heart, huge foodie. And I can't have certain cuisines because, once again, hypersensitivities come into play. I end up with a funny heart. I can't have spicy food. I will get very unwell. I will get the worst stomach pains you can imagine, like to the point I need to go to hospital. For anyone else, it could just be a toilet session, but for me, it goes to the point of almost hospital. I avoid spicy food at all costs, but when I go out to restaurants, there's always a part of me that wants to try new things so I can make new things, because I'm a chef. And it just sucks. So that's why if my partner gets spicy food, I say, oh, what does it taste like? Because I'll never experience that because I'm just too hypersensitive. My heart goes funny over fizzy. Wow, that sounds crazy, right? I got told by a cardiologist that that actually can happen. Once again, though, very rare effect when you have a heart problem. I used to have Sprite because I got severe stomach problems because everything I ate I seemed to react to. Nowadays, because I can't touch fizzy, Sprite Zero is really amazing for stomach pains, honestly, because I get them chronically. I can't have too much of it now because of the fizzy problem. When I have Sprite too much, I not only go into sensitivity to the sugar because there's still sweetener in it, but I also go into problems with the fact that my heart pounds and I get dizzy. You would think, whoa, can fizzy do that to heart conditions? Yes, they can if you're hypersensitive with your autism. When I go into pains now, I have a hot water bottle because I am very hypersensitive to many foods now. And doctors aren't sure why. I think it's just autism, to be honest, because I've read enough about it to know that that is most likely what's happened. I used to love all sorts of foods. As I got older, like hypersensitivity came into play. The loud noises got worse, so I stay inside, but I try to go outside and try and brave it out. I can hear a motorcycle miles away from my house. For people, they wouldn't hear it. It'd be minimal. If I'm in a crowd, like in an event, I have to put my hands on my ears. That's how hypersensitive I am to noise. That's a big one for me. Noise, medications, and foods. I'm hypersensitive to caffeine as well due to my heart condition. Pounding heart and not great side effects at all. So that is a bit of an insight to hypersensitivities with autism. If you like it, please follow, like, and share. I'm on YouTube where I upload podcasts. I'm on Spotify. I hope you have a good day, Skorku, and I'll see you next Friday, same time, 12. Bye.